So, you're a small business owner, and lately it feels like you can't escape hearing about AI, right? But with all that noise, it's really tough to figure out what's just hype and what you can actually use. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to cut through the noise and figure out what AI really means for your business.
I mean, does that sound familiar? AI is going to make us obsolete. It's too expensive. We can't possibly compete. These are the exact thoughts, the exact fears that are paralyzing so many brilliant business owners. And you know what? It makes sense. With the headlines we're seeing, of course there's a ton of anxiety out there. But here's the thing, and this is the good news. Most of that fear, it's built on myths. So that's our mission for the next few minutes. We're going to tear down those myths one by one and replace them with a clear, fact-based roadmap. The goal here isn't just to survive, it's to actually get ahead using this stuff.
Okay, let's just rip the Band-Aid off and start with the big one. Myth number 1, the job killer. This is the one that gets all the headlines, right? The fear that AI is coming for all of our jobs, that robots and algorithms are just going to make us all obsolete.
Look, this fear of technology taking our jobs, it's not new. Not at all. Think about the ATM. When those first rolled out, everyone was saying, well, that's it for bank tellers. But guess what happened? The exact opposite. The number of tellers actually grew. Why? Because the ATMs handled the simple cash counting, making it cheaper to run a branch. So banks opened more branches, and the tellers, they got to level up. They moved from just counting cash to handling more complex customer service, building relationships, the stuff humans are actually great at. And that's exactly the pattern we're seeing with AI. It's taking over the boring, repetitive stuff, freeing us up to do more valuable, creative, and human work.
So here's the real takeaway. The risk isn't about your job disappearing overnight. It's about your skills becoming outdated. The real danger isn't being replaced by AI. It's being replaced by someone who knows how to use AI. Think about it. The people who adapt and learn how to use these new tools as a partner, they're not just going to keep their jobs. They're going to become more valuable than ever before.
All right, on to the next big myth. Myth number 2. AI is just too expensive. This is a huge one, right? You hear AI and you immediately picture some giant corporation with a multi-million-dollar budget. As a small business owner, it's easy to just think, yeah, that's not for me. But is that really the case?
Just take a look at this. This is a real-world starter pack for a small business. You can get a subscription to an incredible AI assistant like ChatGPT Plus or Claude Pro for what, about $20 a month? Then you can add a tool to automate your workflows for maybe another $20 and throw in a basic image generator for $10. We're not talking about thousands of dollars, not even hundreds.
So what's the grand total? Maybe $40, $50 a month? I mean, that's it. For less than what you'd spend on a few team lunches, you can get access to technology that honestly felt like science fiction just a couple of years ago. The barrier to entry, it's not money anymore. It's just not.
And this is where it gets really powerful. Let's put that $40 a month into perspective. Now, compare that to the alternatives. What would it cost to hire a part-time freelancer to help with marketing? At least $1,000 a month. An agency? You're looking at $2,000. Easy. A new hire? $3,000 plus. When you look at it that way, the return on investment for these AI tools isn't just good, it's insane. And it's immediate.
And it's not just about saving money, it's about leverage. This chart shows it perfectly. Without AI, your output is, well, it's 1-to-1. But bring these tools into the mix, an employee using them effectively can suddenly produce 3, 4, even 5 times more. More content, more ideas, more drafts, all in the same amount of time. Your costs basically stay the same, but your output just explodes.
Okay, so maybe you're with me so far. It's not going to take your job, and it's surprisingly cheap. But I can hear the next objection already. Sure, that's great for tech startups in Silicon Valley. But I run a plumbing company, or a bakery. What am I going to do with AI? Fair question. Let's see if that argument actually holds water.
Here's the simple truth. If your business involves any kind of writing, thinking, or talking to customers, AI can help you. I mean, look at these examples. A plumber drafting professional quotes and follow-up emails in seconds, instead of minutes. A local bakery generating a whole month's worth of social media ideas and posts over a cup of coffee. A consultant creating the first draft of a huge client presentation in the time it takes to brew that coffee. You see the pattern here? It's a tool for communication and for thinking. And what business doesn't do that?
So, if it's not the jobs and it's not the cost, what's actually holding businesses back? If these tools are so accessible and powerful, why isn't everyone using them already? What are the real hurdles?
And the answer, honestly, is pretty simple, but it's also profound. The biggest barrier isn't the technology. It's us. It's people. The real challenges are all about our habits, our culture, and our willingness to, well, to change how we do things.
And they usually fall into these 4 buckets.
First, culture. That "but we've always done it this way" mindset. It's a killer. Second, data. Your business data might be a mess, scattered everywhere, and AI needs clean data to work with. Third, not having a clear ROI. If you don't actually track the time you're saving, it's hard to prove it's working. And finally, and maybe most importantly, skilled development. You can't just throw these tools at your team and expect magic. You have to give them time to learn and practice. Now, the good news? All of these are totally solvable.
But here's where this gets really interesting and really empowering for small businesses. Because those 4 barriers we just talked about, culture, data, ROI, skills, they are a nightmare for big companies to solve. And that is exactly why being small is your superpower in this new era.
Think about it. A huge company has layers of bureaucracy. They're stuck with ancient, clunky tech systems. Changing the culture and retraining a team of 500, that can take years. But you can make a decision on Monday morning. You can try a new $50 tool with your team of 5 on Monday afternoon. You can see immediately if it's working and change course on Tuesday. That speed, that agility, that is a massive advantage. You can literally run circles around the big guys.
So how do you actually put that superpower to work? Where do you even begin? The key is not to try and change everything at once. You want to aim for one small, quick, tangible win, something that builds confidence and shows you this is real. Here's a simple plan to get you started, like today.
It's just 4 steps. First, pick one tool, just one. An AI assistant like ChatGPT is a great place to start, and commit to using it every day for a week. Second, find one quick win. What's a repetitive, annoying task you hate doing? Maybe it's drafting those follow-up emails. Use AI for that. Third, measure it. Did it save you an hour this week? 10 hours? Track the result. And finally, share that success. Don't force it on people. Just say, hey, I saved an hour this week doing this. Let the results do the talking. That's how you build real momentum.
Because here's the bottom line. This isn't some far-off future thing. The shift to AI is happening right now. Your competitors, big and small, are already in the lab experimenting. The risk of doing nothing is so much bigger than the risk of trying something small and seeing what happens. So, the only real question left is, what's it going to be? What's that one annoying task you're going to hand over to your new AI assistant first?